if you're into your Western guns, air guns especially, I think you're going to really love the Walther lever action. Oh yeah, doesn't that look pretty cool? Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD. First of all, don't adjust your screens. I've gone for a yellow background. Get over it. Bored of white, so I just thought, oh, you know what, we need to go RACKNLOAD yellow, so I just go in with the colour scheme. I just fancied a change, but hey ho. Anyway, the Walther lever action. Let's throw out a few specs on this thing then. First of all, it looks very much like a real steel firearm, but it is actually an 88 gram CO2 cartridge powered air gun, 177. You can only get these in 177. Most CO2s generally can anyway. It's 8 round rotary magazine. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Overall length is 996 millimeters, just under a meter. Barrel length is 480 millimeters or 18.9 inches. Weight without the 88 gram cartridge is 2,800 grams or 2.8 kilos. Muzzle velocity 175 meters a second, 6 foot-pounds the power of this is, so it's quite a low powered one. Most CO2s are fairly low powered anyway. Trigger is single action, and that's about it really as far as specs go. Let's talk about the magazines before we sort of jump in and take a look at the rifle itself. Pretty much your standard CO2 magazines that you get, rotary magazines. Yeah, they work, you know, I can't really say much about them. Kind of like a clockwork magazine, easy to load. I'll show you how they go in the rifle. Basically what you do, now let's take a closer look at it first, and then I'll show you how you load it. I've taken it from the butt pad end or the recoil pad end. You'd think this is nice rubber, but no, it's solid plastic, and the reason being is this is where the power source is stored. So you get this little sort of key. Basically, I don't know whether I'm going to let all the gas out here, I don't think I am. And this basically, well, there's not a lot left actually. After testing, I've pretty much used it all up. That's your 88 gram CO2 bulb. There is a bit left in there. I'm not gonna sort of take it out. Before we sort of go in any further, what I will say, these 88 gram CO2 bulbs are a little pricey, you know, so be aware of that. It's not like the normal, the smaller ones, forget what gram they are now, but these are a little pricey, especially in the UK. These big 88 gram ones are, I think they're the best part of a tenner here in the UK. I think they're about £8 or £9 here in the UK, something like that. So just be aware of that, you know, before you or if you're thinking of getting one of these. But anyway, your power source is stored in there. It is a hard plastic recoil pad, but you don't really need rubber, do you? You don't need something that's going to absorb a 44 Magnum or 357 or 30 recoil or anything. It's a CO2 gun after all. Now they do these in different colorations. You can get them in and they've got different names as well. They've got like a gold coloured one, like a brushed bronze, I think it is, and you've got like this stainless effect. I've got this on loan from Livens Gun Shop. Thanks very much the guys at Livens for lending me the guns. Keeps the channel going with content. Well, they're just one of the guys that lend me guns. But they've got all the full range of these in stock. But like I said, this is the stainless version, and I thought this one would look pretty cool on camera, and it certainly does. And I've got to say, guys, Umarex, Armex, Walther, I think Armex bring these things into the UK, but I think Umarex / Walther make them. I'm quite impressed with the quality of it. And I've got to say, and you know I don't sort of pull no punches on Rack and Load, guys. Most of the time with Umarex stuff, Walther stuff, the internals can be a little bit, what's the word, Cadbury, chocolate internals. You do tend to get that, especially on CO2 guns, and I have found it quite common, you know, to sort of get a lot of pot metal and really sort of crappy internals. But this thing really has impressed me. It really does feel solid. The weight of it on its own, you know, just under 3 kilos, is pretty impressive, you know. And at first glance, I actually thought these were real steel firearms when I first seen them. You know, so I was quite surprised when I was told, oh, actually they're CO2s. So, but anyway, let's show you how you load this, and we'll sort of move along. We'll talk about everything else as we do. Basically, what you have to do is where you load a conventional cartridge, you just press that, and that's where your magazine port opens up. That takes your rotary magazines. If you can just get that out. There's your rotary magazine. You just pop it on that sort of spindle thing there. Obviously loaded with pellets. Close it up like so till it clicks, and you're good to go. Cock that thing. Let me just try and do this on camera. Cock it all the way, and that's it. You're good to go. No automatic safety, and that's cock the hammer. There's your safety there if you want to put it on. As you can see, it's hot there. So that is pretty cool. Let's just pull the trigger. It's got nothing in. Safe direction. So that is pretty damn cool. And you've got obviously 8 shots as fast as you can cycle that lever. And while we've got that sort of cocked, I'll just show you the sort of internal goings on there. Each time you do cock it, you can see like this lever on top. Obviously that's cocking the hammer, it's pushing the hammer back, cycling the magazine as well. So, but let's give you a look in there. It all seems pretty nice, not too, what's the word? I'm trying to be polite, guys, but you know, I'm just going to say it how it is. It doesn't seem like the inside of an airsoft gun, you know, sort of just pot metal. It doesn't seem too bad in there. I'm quite impressed. So hopefully these things will stand the test of time. But pretty damn good. You know, quality is there. And for the price, this is where you're going to think, okay, they are quite expensive, these things are. Before we, let's just decock that. Before we sort of go any further, these are running at over £300 here in the UK. I'll throw in the actual price. I'll throw in a link to where you can get one of these. Obviously it's subject to change, the prices, but you're talking over 300 quid for one of these. If you're a back garden plinker, you know, then yeah, cool, and you want the Western look, or you just want something, you know, that looks really nice. I mean, you can mount this thing on your wall if you wanted. It'd look pretty cool. Then yeah, I say, but the quality, you know, we're talking about the price. The quality is there for the price, you know, and I think that's why they've gone a bit more to town on, you know, the internals and the quality of the parts that have gone into this. So it's not too disappointing, you know. Pretty damn cool, pretty cool. I mean, there are plastic parts on it. I like the hammer, that's plastic. The trigger, I believe that feels like plastic as well. But I mean, moving along, sort of, we were talking about the butt end. The woodwork is really nice. It feels quite, it does really feel nice, you know. I'd be happy with that on a firearm. I really would, you know. It really does feel nice and solid. And then sort of you move along to the action. It's got like this stainless effect. I mean, whether that is stainless, it feels like it. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but it certainly does feel like it. And then, like I said, you're moving along, and then you sort of down to the moving along down to the barrel here, and then obviously this is your fake magazine. On the real steel, this would be your magazine where you'd push all the rounds into. Sight wise, okay, this was shooting quite a bit to the left. I did try adjusting it. I mean, you can adjust it for windage obviously by undoing that and sort of just pushing it to one side. Not great, the sights are, but I mean, this is not really a mega accurate gun anyway. I mean, you're not going to buy this to sort of enter competitions. At the end of the day, it's a low powered air rifle. I'll show you the targets that I shot. I mean, I was having fun. You know, this is 25 yards, 25 yard 3-shot groups. These are my sort of homemade targets here. I don't know if you can really see that very well. 3-shot group there, 3-shot group there. I mean, the grouping's not bad. I was having to shoot sort of quite a bit off. I mean, when I was shooting, say for example at this target, I was having to aim about here, so you know, and I couldn't really adjust the sights anymore to sort of get me zeroed on. So got another target here, again 25 yards. I mean, the groups aren't bad. I just couldn't get them. I couldn't get the sights adjusted, you know, to get it sort of bang on as far as your sight picture goes, so to speak. But hey ho. But at the end of the day, whoever buys this, you know, if you're going to buy one of these, it's going to be a back garden plinker. It's obviously not powerful enough to hunt with. It would be good if you could get one of these powerful enough to hunt with, you know. I think there is a Korean company that makes like a PCP version, but I don't know. It's more for fun than anything else. You know, you're into your Western sort of guns, this is going to appeal to you. But like I said, the quality really is pretty good. You know, the trigger I think is a little gritty and a little tough. I mean, I'm not going to pull it on my scale, it's not really worth pulling it, but it's got a bit of a pull to it, but you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. At the end of the day, you know, it's engaging all the hammer and whatnot. It's kind of like a real steel thing, because it is, that hammer is going to be sort of cocked like that, and that is basically what you're letting off. I mean, I've not cocked it. Let's cock it properly. Show you the goings on there. So front sight, it's like a shrouded post front sight, non-adjustable. Does the job. I mean, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, are you going to be shooting paper targets with this? No, you're going to be shooting tin cans in your back garden, in your backyard. That's what you're going to be doing with this thing. And to be honest, you can have a serious amount of fun with this. Now, like I said, I touched on the magazines earlier. You do get 2 magazines with this little C02, which is good. You probably will want more, because you can soon rattle these things off in no time at all, especially if you're doing a bit of speed shooting. You can have some serious fun with it. Now let's talk about the manual. Now, I'm quite impressed with the manual. Obviously it tells you all your do's and don'ts and all that, all your specs. I've just read all that out to you. It's really not bad. I'm quite impressed with the manual. Good diagrams, although they are in black and white. So not bad, not bad. I couldn't really get that side picture, to be honest, like I said, but hey ho. So yeah, not bad, not a bad manual. But like I said, guys, it's a back garden plinker. It's a 6 foot-pound air rifle, C02. I like it. I'm quite impressed with it. I was expecting, you know, it to be a bit, what's the word? I've got to be polite. I've got to try and be polite. I was expecting it to be a bit crap, to be honest. But it was all right. Although it's low powered, it's only 6 foot-pounds. It was good fun. A bit of good back garden fun plinking to be had with one of these. So, but this, like I said, will appeal to the people, shooters that are into their Western guns. Just want something fun to shoot in the back garden, and it is good quality. Like I said, pretty good quality. I am impressed with how you load it. Actually, I was quite taken back by that when you had to actually press where you push your cartridges in. That is cool. I'll just show you in there actually while we've got it open. Have a look in there, the guts. There's not much to see really, but yeah, really not bad quality at all. But it's to be expected for over 300 quid here in the UK. Anyway guys, that is it. That is just a quick review of the Walther lever action. Like I said, you can get these in different flavours. When I say flavours, different colours, different colorations. This is the stainless one, which I personally think is the best looking. It does look pretty damn sexy. Anyway guys, that is it. That is your rack and load review of the Walther lever action C02 177 air rifle. Thanks for watching. It's Rack and Load. See ya.